So I had a pretty rude comment on one of my shorts. The guy said, "I'm obviously not an artist if I don't understand the concept that I was talking about," which I was talking about AI art. Whatever, he's right. But then out of nowhere, he adds at the end, he says, "Oh, and that haircut doesn't suit you." Hair shaming me out of nowhere. Part of me was like, "You think I'm ugly?" Like, or whatever. "You think my hair looks stupid?" But then I started thinking about it. I was like, so is he actively thinking of a haircut that would suit me? Because now I want to know, what was he thinking? What kind of haircut? Did he think I should have a mohawk? He obviously had an idea. Like, I see your face, I see your head shape, and that haircut is not what I would have chosen for you. I apologize to him for my ignorance and my appearance. You should use AI art to generate some hair stuff. And I'm gonna just Photoshop them all over my head. I'm gonna send it to him. I'm gonna be like, all right, choose. They did a study where they wanted to test, like, what's the healthiest alcohol? So the test had gin, vodka, whiskey, rum. They ran it through a few types of tests. Caloric count, and they did, sugar content, the whole nutritional portion. But then they also did this test where they took big ice cubes that were covered in bacteria, and they put in a little glass, and then they poured the alcohol over the ice cube, and they left it. And then when they came back the next day, they tested the amount of bacteria that was left in the cup. What ended up happening is all the liquors had basically the same amount of bacteria left, except for whiskey. The whiskey actually killed all the bacteria. They noted about 1,000 other things why whiskey's really good for you. So it's really good for me. This is why I'll live forever, and you'll all die because you're drinking vodka. This is Orbem. Orbem Explorer. This is the video game. So this is based off of my book series. You can check out the series. Orbem is book 1, Miropelia is book 2, and I'm working on book 3 right now. It's a sci-fi fantasy crossover novel. A lot of hard science, a lot of explanation, scientific stuff, a lot of programming stuff. But then it's in a fantasy universe, so you get elves, you get magic, you get every animal humanoid that you could want. And I'm making the video game based off of the story. So I have a basis for the entire video game. I have my universe to use, which is cool. All right, but what are we doing? Let's start game deving, huh? But a skill to be able to learn a language is the best skill in the world. Being able to just pick up languages, APIs, programs, UIs, like quickly, you're gonna be fine. That's really cool. Yeah, just learning everything you need to it's great to do until you need to make money. Then stop branching out. Stop learning everything. When you need to make money, you need to start only focusing on what makes you money, because that's what you need to really hone in on skill wise. And then your little side projects, you can learn whatever you want for fun, but if you're gonna put time and focus into, hey, don't worry, you're not the only nerd here. Whoa. Don't be throwing the N-word around like that. Definitely not a nerd. Are you kidding me? I'm barely a dork. Yeah, I like the new iteration on the word nerd. Nerd it's such a compliment these days. It's crazy. 80s movies, maybe? That was the most, Revenge of the Nerd style. That has to be the most defamation version of nerd. And even then, man, that dude's cool. He's usually hacking into stuff or something like that. Or you're telling me that being a big jerk and playing football isn't the coolest thing in the world? Weird. Though now nerds suck, you know what I mean? Because everybody's oh, I'm a nerd. And they're Instagram model and they watch anime, so now they're a nerd. I guess there's a spectrum of nerds, but to me, a nerd has to have a juxtapose, right? You have to have a non-nerd calling you a nerd to be a nerd. You can't just have a bunch of nerds calling themselves nerds. Then it's everybody's just normal then. So everyone's a nerd, that means no one's a nerd. Come on down to WordPress town and hang out with good old Orbem Order and his scotch. You know what we do here. We party. Macs are good. They're just solid. They're kind of just like dependable more than anything. I mean, if you want control over your system at all, don't get a Mac. If you want to can overclock and go beyond the capabilities of a normal computer, don't get a Mac. It is what it is. It's as is, you know what I mean? It's just, you know, all the companies I've worked for, they just provide a MacBook Pro when you start working for them, so you kind of get used to it. When I was doing my freelance days and when I had to provide my own machines, I always had a PC laptop, or I never wanted to shell out for the money. Now it's very important. It allows me to trimulcast, you know, 3 different places at the same time. Linux, I've never used Linux, honestly. I know a lot of people do, and a lot of people like it. Especially with, you know, it's come a long way. I've never learned or done anything that I wasn't getting paid for. There's only so much time in the world, so much time in your life. I'll be honest, I was working for my first real job where I was post-production coordinator. I was doing like high volume photo retouching, and I was driving an hour there and back. I was stuck in traffic all the time, and I got a motorcycle, and even that wasn't that great. You know, I'd get there quicker and stuff, but the work was just so stale, and I wanted to be a web developer. And I got in a motorcycle accident, crushed my foot, ended up having to go to the hospital, and I was in the hospital for a week. Other than when they were trying to reset the bones and stuff, it was probably the best experience I had in a while. Just laying in bed for a week, people bringing me food, just knowing that I had the ultimate excuse to not work and like reset. I felt like this is great. Like, I need this break. And I knew I wasn't going to get it unless it was forced on me, because I never took time off or vacations. I'm still that way. It's really hard for me to take time off. It's harder on me. If you're really worried about, you know, your interactions online, get a VPN, and then say you're coming from the UK, because every website, I'm a website programmer, I know this. Every website has super strict GDPR rules now. And we try to have the least amount of restrictions on the cookies that we can run, the scripts we can run. So any edge, any inch that we can get to like add another script on the page or add another cookie, we'll do it, because it's better for marketing purposes. It's better for dynamic content, that kind of stuff. I mean, it's not really like nefarious, but if you want to be safe, GDPR makes it almost impossible for websites to track anything without explicit consent. That's the difference. GDPR rules, they require you to opt in, whereas California and all these other laws, they require you to opt out. But on first load, you're getting tracked, right? All right, let's see if you can guess the song with screaming instead of singing. Did you get it? Graham, the main character, invents personal wormhole transportation. It's attached to his watch. I mean, he created a holster, a watch holster for his device. And eventually it's embedded in his mechanical arm. I have an affinity for mechanical arms, as you could see. I always loved them. I think I got ruined by Full Metal Alchemist when I was a kid. And then every time I see mechanical arms, I'm just like, why not me? And I know that's stupid because I don't want to lose my arm yet. I've seen some pretty crazy prosthesis. We're not far off from me cutting my arm off, so you know I like bod mods, so Yeah, Game Doodle told me about JavaScript-based audio frequencies, and like it clicked in my head. I'm like, oh my god, I want to do like dynamic talking, change the frequencies based off of the word length, and give it some sort of quirky talking mechanics. And that's what I did. Boop, boop. Boop, 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 boop. I like it. Anyways, that's the old talking. What I changed was I added distortion using this Create Wave Shaper. It sounds like 8-bit music now. Now it sounds just like 8-bit. You've only lucid dreamed twice. Once when you were like 4. Honestly, I've had lucid dreams maybe like 40 or 50 times. Time is not a concept in dreams, but like it's usually right before I'm gonna wake up. Something weird happens. I'm not the kind of person that knows how to trigger it, but it triggers naturally for me. Maybe I'm just too, like I said, based in reality, too logical. I'm just like, what the hell is going on? I'm like, oh shit, I'm in a dream. And I know as soon as I realize I'm in a dream, the clock is ticking. So immediately start doing a bunch of shit. So I'm usually end up really trying to fly wherever I am, jumping off of wherever I am and just flying, or just gonna do something crazy. Depends where I am in the dream. I think it's really cool with the people that can trigger it mid-sleep. They're able to like have a decent amount of time. Well, hello. Happy Friday. We fucking did it. Proud of you guys. You stuck with it. You didn't kill yourself. Does that say 7 months? It's on a white background, I can't tell. Oh, wow. Indy. You don't even come to stream anymore. You didn't have to do that. But I appreciate it. Lucky number. Hey, you know it's my lucky number. You know that? I know it's pretty, pretty generic for a lucky number, but I remember distinctly when I was 7 years old, I was like, you know what? 7 is my favorite number. And I just kept with it. Very persistent person. Yeah, I bet. Nah, man, you know I don't actually give a shit. If you guys have lives, you know what I mean? Believe me, I need sleep. I skip stream too. And I suck at coming to other people's streams, so no hard feelings on my end. I just like to give you guys a hard time. But let's refresh. It says 5 people. Oh, we got Kuzo lurking. Alright, well, I think that sounds like we need some stream avatars then. Oh shit. I was wondering why my mic was not pointing at my face. There we go. Oh, much better. Don't break, don't break, don't break. Okay. There we go. Hey, now you can hear me. Or something. Alright, stream avatars. You got a medal for high honor roll. Wow. Oh, yeah, you were worried about getting high honor roll. You stuck with it and you did it. Hell yeah, man. Congrats. Proud of you. And for that, we'll try to play this song again for you. Damn it. Oh man, I was doing so well, and then I started thinking about how well I was doing, and then shit went down, and I fucked up. A Fortnite account got banned 3 years ago. Just got unbanned. Nice. They're giving everyone a second chance. That's funny. I mean, 3 years is a long time. Maybe they have low. Maybe they're starting to lose player rate. There's so many other games out there. I mean, I'm sure Fortnite is still pretty popular, but honestly, at this point, Fortnite to me is like one game in Roblox. You know what I mean? It's just like it's like Roblox has 1,000 games, and like Fortnite is one game. Yeah. GTA 6 is never coming out. Okay? Ever. That might as well be 2036. I don't care though. I've never played a GTA in my life, so I am not waiting for it. But speaking of fantastic games, this is coming along. Dev mode. You don't even play Fortnite anymore. But it was cool to see all the my skins, yeah. Oh, that's right. You had a bunch of stuff on that account. That's cool. Yeah. Your kids will be like, Dad, this brand new game, GTA 6, is coming out. I don't know what the other 5 are about, but this is cool. And those will be my grandkids. I probably won't be having any grandkids, because no one's having kids in the future. We're all just gonna age and die, and the world will end. The human world. And we'll get taken over by animals again. Okay, I forgot what I was doing. Cutscenes? Something with cutscenes? I did add filtering to the admin to make it easier to tell, you know, which area the cutscene's assigned to. So that's cool. Good for me. I'm definitely making this a lot easier. Yeah. Because, I mean, obviously my youngest, you know, she's got a severe development delay, so I'm not worrying about her having kids ever. But my oldest, oh, she doesn't seem like she's into that future either. I know things change when you get older, but I don't see even, you know, Gen Z being really into that stuff. Yeah, we'll see. Let's look at the code. We'll see what I was actually doing. Trigger? Something trigger related? Oh yeah, that's right. I still need to get triggers editable. That's the point. Uh-oh. What did I do? How come these work? These don't work. Let's check the console. Oh yeah, it's trying to get some information that doesn't exist. Height input. Right. Data set. Alright, well, let's take a look at this. Let's continue. Because I think once I get triggers size editable, there's only one thing left that I really need to do, and that's get new triggers to be able to be added. Actually, that's not true. I think I can already do that with the current new functionality. Like if we need a cutscene trigger, I think I can get that just from here, right? The title, feature image. Yeah, cutscene trigger. Okay, cool. So I can define triggers here. That's good. You know what would be cool though? Instead of having top and left here, or as well as having top and left, it'd be cool if I had a button that when you can click it, and then anywhere you click on the map, it takes the left and top positioning of that mouse click and it puts it into there. So I don't have to like always start with 2000 by 2000. That would be kind of cool, huh? I'm never gonna finish. I'm just gonna keep adding new shit. It's gonna be an awesome game engine. Summer break's coming up. Oh yeah, man. Next month, right? Yeah, my kids have June 6th, they're out. Very cool. Very exciting. So I think what it comes down to... get triggers. I'm adding the triggers to the list. Okay, yeah. But then in this list, did it? Felt fast? That's cool. You're was this your first year in 6th grade? Like middle school? Or was that next year? I forget if you're a year older than my daughter or not. This year was your first year. Okay. Yeah, how was it? How was your first sort of realish school environment? Did you feel comfortable? I mean, you obviously got a high honor roll, so you're doing all right. Ready to be a sophomore. So we're adding it to the item list, and then we're going through the item list, and we're adding this. Now, the building part. Yeah, we're getting this, we're getting this. Where's this? What is this sizing shit? Oh, it's this right here. New size item. Oh, I'm getting the current ID of the size item. That's why I got it. Yeah. Okay. If it's a trigger though, I need it to be a -T. God, how can I tell if the item is a trigger in find items? It's part of the list. So I need to be able to define find item. Very fun. All your teachers were amazing. Next year you put into better classes. Nice. That's fantastic. Good for you. I bet your parents are super stoked. That is awesome. And that, you know what? Keep it up. It's, you know, more money to give to subscriptions and stuff. That's what really matters. Subscriptions and computers. Okay. So I need to be able to tell. Oh, I think I know what I was doing. I was putting the ID as -F-T or -T so that it's -T-Fs, and I remove the -T and it should be good. So wait, let's see. Am I doing that? Yes, I am. Okay. Well, then in here, the new item, I need to remove -T as well. No. I need to replace -F with -T. Well, no, this should work then. It's removing -F. It has -T. So why is this not working then? Did I not compile? Maybe. You subscribe, but your payment didn't go through. Nice. You're just gonna get blacklisted from Twitch. Writing a check your ass can't cash. Is a 7-month subscription only $5? That's pretty cool. Alright, no, this is still not working. Hold up, wait a minute, put a little love in it. Yeah. Yeah, so the new size item should be the trigger itself. You know, I'm starting to think these triggers don't exist. What about this? Does this exist? Does this exist? Oh, this exists. I think explainer triggers are different, right? Hold up, let's take a look at this. 18? No, it's a -T, so it definitely works. So my guess is that 1603 doesn't exist. Yeah. Oh wait, there's 3. Oh yeah, because of the actual item. Okay, so materialize item triggers are... Where are they? Materialize item trigger. So, yeah, see, they're only here. So why are these even... Where are the materialized item triggers? Why are there so many? Where are these coming from? Oh, $5.99 a month. Got it. So they're showing up in my list. Oh yeah, this is the sign triggers. Why are these materialized item triggers? Item. Let's check into that. Because materialized item triggers come from the items. You also see here I put the custom taxonomies under the item list too, which is cool. Materialize. Oh yeah, let me check the values. Is that just one of these? Yeah, see, it's right here. Okay. So, do I have any materialized item triggers? I don't think I do. Search. Nope. Search is what I meant to do. Meta key equal like materialize. Go. Materialize. Yeah, see? I don't think there is any of that. Materialize item trigger. Right? So then why am I getting some item triggers? Oh, explore materialize item trigger. Hold on. I was not searching the correct name. Okay. So they do exist. Is it the fact that they exist, but they're all 0? Let's see, are any of these not 0? Oh, there are some right here. Is this why? The 1693? No. 1693, 1695? No. What about 91? No. 84? I think I saw 84. No. What about 83? Well, those are the only ones that actually have values. So my guess is these are getting on the list even though they're 0. So let me check. I shouldn't add them if they're not, you know, on the page. Hey, stream avatars are working. Hell yeah. Okay. So let's go to the list. And let's go to get triggers. Oh, materialize item trigger. So I am looking for that. Interesting. So I guess I'm just kind of adding one for each. That's why. I'm not even checking if they have values. I'm just adding them to the list. That's stupid. Okay, hold on. I need to change this logic. So basically this. Let's do value equals get post meta thing ID. Oh, I put this thing ID with the key and true. If false equals empty value, then we'll do this. There we go. Now that should get rid of any of the false positives. Yeah, because I mean, if the actual post doesn't have any value in the trigger, then it shouldn't be there. Yeah, see, there we go. So I do have some triggers, but none of them are materialized item triggers, so that's fine. And these should all work. Cutscene trigger does not work. Why don't you work? 1606. Okay. So a cutscene trigger exists, but the item doesn't exist. Oh, maybe I didn't add ID to cutscenes? Or triggers? Hold on, let's go to the cutscene. I know it's in a different spot, that's why. It's right here. So first off, we need to add ID. Let's see, do we have ID here? Okay. Oh, I did add it for trigger. Well, that's weird. So I added it for trigger. That's not showing up. Path trigger. Oh shit. What if it has a path trigger? Oh, whoops. Wait, was that not even cutscene? No, it is cutscene. Trigger cutscene. You know, the problem is I didn't add ID to the actual cutscene itself. So let's do that. Right? Yeah, no, I didn't. HTML. Did you see that China's massive dam is slowing down the Earth's rotation, according to NASA? Because the water's so heavy? How's that work? That's crazy if that's true. Their massive dam. What? It barely affects it, but it's pretty interesting. I mean, if any effect is crazy. No. Well, so the problem is 1606 doesn't exist. Oh, now it does. Right, because I added the ID. But then where's the trigger for the cutscene trigger? Cutscene trigger. Oh, not there. Cutscene trigger. Yeah, see, the cutscene trigger is not on the page. So how's it showing up in the list? That means it has a value? Cutscene trigger. If explore cutscene trigger equals key var dump value, I want to see, because it obviously has a value. Let me restart the game. It's possible that I got rid of the trigger by accident. Yeah, see, it does have... Wait, it doesn't have a size. Wait, how does it not have a size? Hold up. Cutscene. Oh, no, character cutscenes. 1606. 17. Oh, it's got to be Problem. I mean, Salverson. Yeah. So here's the cutscene. Oh yeah, the trigger doesn't have a size. Oh, I must have fucked it up or something. Okay. I think that's why it's not working. Still not working. No. Interesting engagement. Should it not have a trigger? No, I need a trigger because that's how I do the indicator. Huh? Did that not save? No, it did. Cutscene trigger. Foresight. Salverson. Alright, well let's find out why the cutscene trigger is not coming out. Let's go back to here. Cutscene trigger. Path trigger. Oh. Wait, what? Am I using cutscene trigger as path trigger? That doesn't make any sense. Why'd I do that? Alright. I'll see when you get back. That's confusing. I should not be using those variables. I think it was just a copy and paste thing though. Alright, well. This should technically work. So as long as this isn't empty, which it's not, and none of them are 0, then we'll put the values. Otherwise, empty. And if none of them are empty, at least the height and the width. See, this is why I think it should work now, because I just added height and width to it. So why you no work? Am I not in Foresight? I am in Foresight. Okay. This is a quinky dink. I mean, not a quinky dink, but a confuse dink. Alright, let's see what we got here. Var dump. Path trigger width. Var dump. Path trigger height. Let's see what we get here. Any var dumping? I don't see anything. No var dumps. Oh, here we go. String empty. Oh. Okay. So they're coming out empty. Maybe that's a different one. No, that's it. It's the only one. Okay, so then I'm doing something wrong here. Oh. I'm doubling up. I changed the way I saved meta. I don't have to do that anymore. Look at me removing lines of code like a pro. I remember now. Yeah, I need to get rid of all these like doubling up on the meta key because I fixed how the values are being saved in the database. I do not want to fix meta boxes again. That was really annoying. Okay, now they're not empty. And now he should actually have an indicator. Hey, it worked. Kinda. So that means it exists, but I don't see it anywhere, so cutscene trigger. What? Explainer. Cutscene trigger explainer item? That's not an explainer item, silly. Hold on. Where's the class trigger? That's not. Oh, I think I never updated the list builder here. Yeah, here we go. Explainer, cutscene, map cutscene. Which is weird because this should technically work. Post type. Oh, am I coming up with the post type as an explainer by accident? Hold on. Post type, blah blah blah, trigger. Ew. I'm defining it as a trigger. Post type trigger. Okay, hold on. So that means this needs to be trigger and trigger. Then the class itself needs to be. Wait, what is class end? Oh. Wait, where am I using class end? Class. Okay. Wait. What? Oh. Post name class end. Got it. I think I got it. Oh, you got $5 now. Hell yeah. You did it. Congratulations. Alright, well, this is still not working, but the class looks right. Except for the whole trigger part. Cutscene trigger. Oh, because that's the post type. So wait, what am I using the post type for? I'm using it here. Oh, just to say what it is. Cutscene trigger, explainer trigger. Cutscene trigger, explainer trigger is the post type. I don't think I should do that. I think I should leave the post type alone. So let's actually make the post type just the post type name. Yeah, there we go. Explainer, cutscene, and it's a trigger. Because that makes more sense. Still not correct, but what do we got here for class now? Oh, the class is still cutscene trigger map item. Which makes sense, because I need to get rid of the key now. Name. Here. Class end. So the class is using the post name, which would be fine, except for my post name is fabricated. And I'm using it as the meta key. You know, this is wrong. This should be explore and cutscene. Yeah, because those are the actual class ends that I need. So we'll leave that alone. And then we got post name and class end. Class end ends with map item by default. And the trigger, cutscene trigger, that's the meta. So that's the meta. It's just a cutscene trigger though. So really I need Salversing. Yeah, so Salversing cutscene trigger map item would be correct. So if I pass nothing, I mean, shit. Okay. Salversing cutscene trigger. So I need to pass Salversing cutscene trigger as the post name. So post name is key, which explore cutscene trigger is the key. But for cutscenes, I think I should change. Yeah, this isn't working how I need it to work. So I'm trying to treat the find item like a post. It's not, it's post meta within a post. So I need the values I need in order to make the calls. So I'm trying to get creative here. But post type being post type screws things up. Because I don't want to do the same thing as for a normal post type. So what I can do is pass maybe the class name, so which would be the item where thing. No, because the thing that I'm passing is the post. And I'm checking if it has... Oh, yeah, I remember how this works. I'm checking the post that I'm sending to the thing list. And then based off of the post type, I'm checking for if it has a trigger or not. If it does, I'm passing a trigger back. So, to get, I need the post name of the thing. So, thing, post name. Now, this is what I can use to build what I need to build. This is good. I do need the key, but the key is going to be the meta, and the post name. So in here, not here, in here, in my case, the post type needs to be used as the post name. So I think I'm gonna have to use it as the post name. Because it was like in a coma because he isn't answering me at all. Uh-oh. Food coma. So I think post name actually needs to be post name. I think that will actually help. And then whatever, this can be key. Because that means... Did you see that Duolingo is now an AI first company? It's annoying. Learning, I mean, I could use ChatGPT to learn how to do languages then, you know? I started using one to learn French, not Duolingo, but like another one. And they have a whole like section for just AI stuff. Hey, practice with AI, and you like type messages to the AI and it responds. It asks you to use words in a sentence, that kind of stuff. But like, first off, I don't want to type out fucking different languages. Like, I want to learn how to speak it. I don't give a shit about typing it out. But yeah, whatever. So post name, class end. This will work. This will actually give me the correct class. ID will give me the correct ID. But post name is going to give me the incorrect name here. And post type is definitely not the right post type. But if I use the right post type, then the class end is going to change. I don't know. Let's see what it looks like. Lots of people are mad and they're boycotting and stuff. I don't know. No, I don't care if people use AI. I just think it's a waste of my money. Cutscene trigger, explainer trigger. Okay, I guess this works. Because we have Salverson character and Salverson cutscene trigger. Okay, so now, will this give me the height and width? No. Will it show me where it is? No. Alright, so let's see why. So we have correct. It'll remove F. And then data class. Salverson explainer item? Wait, what do you mean? I thought it was giving me the class and default. What? Class end is coming up as nothing? Why? I guess we'll put a default here. Okay, default. Wait, how do I do default again? Is it like class and map item default? Is that how it works? Or is it class default? I forget how you do switch cases like that. Or is it case default? Or is it... No. hold on. Switch case, PHP default. Show me default. Oh, so it's like, instead, okay, default, got it. So it's actually this. There we go. Alright, give me the right class. Oh, it worked. I clicked it by accident. Yay! Does it have the right height and width? No. Alright, well it needs to get the height and width. So that means that it is finding the class now. Which is... No. See, this is wrong. Salverson map item is wrong. It's Salverson Salverson cutscene trigger map item, which I thought I was passing post name of of the thing. It's just the Salverson. Right. No, I need to pass the key. Oh, I guess I need to do this. Key. String. Replace. Explore. Oh wait. So I'll get rid of that. Salverson. Yeah. Cutscene trigger. Yeah. Alright, let's try that. Should be the right class now. There we go. Salverson cutscene trigger map item. Go! Yay! I found it! Right height and width? Fuck! Why isn't it giving me the height and width? They say they're wasting water. Wait, what? Like a ton of water, but I don't see that as too much of a problem either. Because of the water cycle. Oh, you mean for like their AI centers or whatever? Yeah, who the fuck cares? Where's the height and width? Yeah, it's defined. I should be able to grab that. Oh, I think I started defining height and width as a data point. Hold on. Right? Height, width, height. Yeah, dataset height. So I have to actually add that now. It would be nice if I could just grab the height and width, but a lot of the items, height and widths. You know, I guess I could check. We could do this. No, style, not height. Replace. So, we could do this. Defined height. So if does not equal or we can do defined height and define height. Then we use defined height. Else grab it like that. That should work. In that case, const defined height equals that. Ooh. But if that doesn't exist, this replace is gonna break. A lot of typing. Define height equals define height
Blah. Defined height. Okay. Let's do the same thing with width. That way, if it has it, use it. If it doesn't, use the data points. There we go. We'll do the same thing for width. Yeah, right. Okay, let's try it. Go. Give me defined height and width. Yay! So take me there. I mean God mode. I don't want to touch it. God mode. God mode. No touch. Okay. So now if we switch it, will it work? All right. Well, that worked, but I don't think it's actually working. Now, I do think that positioning it will work, but set item size shouldn't work. Oh, we're passing the ID. Height and width. Let's see if that actually works, because it seems like I need to pass the meta value as well to make that actually work. Is this it? No. Define size. Set item size. So I'm grabbing the ID, the height and width. Oh, meta. I just have to pass the meta. That's weird. How come I'm not doing that then? Wait, how? Where is it? Where's meta coming from? Oh, I'm not even passing it. So I gave it the ability, I just didn't actually use it yet. Okay. Meta. And meta needs to come from the find button, which I don't have. So I need data meta. And this is where I needed to pass the meta. And I don't know if I'm doing that. Because the meta is key. I am. As post type. Good. Am I not? God damn it, Indy. You know, I've been so good at doing it, even though you haven't been around. But today, I got distracted because you were around. So, you know, in essence, it's your fault. Which is alright. I won't hold it against you. Game development. So that's why I haven't been popular. Yeah, that's the only reason, right? Okay, so I can do this. I can do this. I can do this with the power that we already have. So, let's pass meta. I'm guessing data meta. You gonna go to bed? Alright, cool, man. Appreciate it. Have a great weekend. Congrats again on the honor roll. That's fucking awesome. And I will catch you Monday, maybe? We'll see. See you, bud. Alright, so I need post type. But I need to know that it's a trigger. I guess I could check the ID. Meta equals true or false does not equal stir I pose dash T. Hey, Jerry. Yeah, how you been, man? It's coming along. I've been working on dev mode. So, this is my dev mode. Basically, I've added a bunch of options to make it easier to develop the game. So if you're an admin on the WordPress site, or I'm developing a new role called a game developer, you'll see here I moved all the logic into a plugin. I created like a new menu system for all the post types and taxonomies. Made it just a lot easier to build the levels out, right? Very organized. I rebuilt how meta boxes are being done. And now this dev mode is big. So like we have the ability to click on items on the left here and it'll take me to them anywhere on the map and highlight them so I know what I'm looking at. I have the ability to change their size on the fly if I want to. Boop. So now it's bigger. And that's saving to the database, to the item itself. And I can also click and drag and put them wherever I want. And when I let go, it also saves. You see these events are happening. So now I don't have to like manually type in the coordinates of items and stuff. And then I created God mode and no touch mode. So technically I could see when I turn no touch mode off, the explainer thing went on. So I can actually walk around the entire map without touching anything. Or I can turn collision points back on. So now I can't walk through walls. And one of the hardest things I've added was this. So I can now add brand new items to the map directly from the front end. So these are all the meta boxes that are defined in the editor itself. And I added a couple ones like feature image and stuff. And I have the media library loading on the front end too when you're in dev mode. So I can grab all the items directly from this. So this is very close to being 100% front end drag and drop buildable, which is pretty exciting. I'm just kind of working on triggers versus items, because triggers are not the post type themselves, right? They're like a post meta in the post itself. So I'm kind of faking it and making it seem like they are. So like I have this list right here, and cutscene trigger, explainer trigger, path trigger. So these triggers exist. Hey, Igoka.
Igoka just followed.
What up, Igoka? You are almost 100th follower. Wow, you're so close. I was just explaining the new dev mode that I'm putting on the front end of this game engine. And yeah, so now I have the ability to go to a cutscene, which is this big square here. I can edit it. I can also change the size. And I made all triggers have this like low opacity blue so I can see them, because in the normal game you can't see any of them, right? So yeah, very close. I'm gonna push all this up to production because we do have the production game, you know, has more final assets in it, which I added Google sign-in too if you want to jump on there real quick. Makes it a lot easier to sign in. Hey, Jerry from YouTube stream. Hey, good to see you, man. What up, Jerry? Yeah, so you can see there's a lot more final assets in the production version. I do have dev mode here as well. It's just not as much as I have on my local right now. So that's why you can still see this list and stuff. But yeah, I put God mode on, no touch. So now Carol can't get in my way. Fuck you, Carol. Fuck you, Carol. I don't have to touch anything. And I can just float around here and move things around. But, yeah. Made a lot of progress. I just want to finish dev mode so that I can start building the levels out again comfortably. Which Right now I'm trying to get triggers working, saving. So, yeah, so if this is not false, then I want to use the meta is going to be the post type. Basically faking a post object. Otherwise, meta doesn't exist. And in fact, let's just do the whole thing here. Meta data meta equals. There we go. Otherwise, nothing. And then I can just add the whole thing here. What the fuck? You know, it sounds out of nowhere, but have you ever heard of RPG Maker? Yes. Yeah, RPG Maker is cool. Very good for making RPG. I probably would, if I was just gonna like build this game out just as a standalone, I probably would be using RPG Maker. I mean, Game Maker Studio is pretty robust, but RPG Maker is kind of like just built to do it. So yeah, I'm definitely not against it. Oh, but you know, it's no WordPress game engine. I'll tell you that. And anybody that says it is a liar. Alright, here we go. And now that I have all this dev mode, what's the point, man? Just grab my plugin, install it, and activate it, and you can make your own... Oh, I broke something. Your own shit. It doesn't like this. Okay. I don't know why it gives a shit. That's kind of weird. Usually it doesn't matter. I don't know. See, it does. It doesn't matter. Huh. What am I doing wrong? Oh, I didn't do anything with the stir eye pose. My bad. This is explore item ID. That's what I was checking. Right? Needle, haystack? There we go. Okay. Now. Hey, it worked. How come this changed size? It didn't have meta. Let's see if I just broke it, maybe. Oh wait, I still haven't updated the dev mode though, to send meta. Why did that resize work? If you have, then you probably know how it programs, uses these events things that you kind of click to insert code and not really write code. Do you know what I'm talking about? Using, oh. You click to insert code? Yeah, yeah. So you can like add events to items and stuff like that. Like, oh, this is gonna move, or this is a collision, you know, this is a blocker. This, yeah, like you can add events to it. Yeah, very, very robust. I'm keeping it as simple as possible. That means, you know, predefined configurations for doing things you want to do. Defining walking paths, which is something else I'm going to have to add to the dev mode. Because right now, if you want to define a walking path for an NPC or like a predetermined path that you go when you start a cutscene or end a cutscene, you have to like type in the coordinates. It's a repeater field. It's kind of like a WordPress version of it. Yeah, it's definitely... I mean, I'm not technically using any other game engine as a source, but I'm doing the same thing that they did when they built their game engines. You know, just thinking of how a game should be built and then coming up with the steps, and I'm sure it's going to be very similar. I haven't used any of those, and that would probably make my life easier, but you know, half of this is an experiment. Half of it, or a quarter of it's an experiment, A quarter of it is a book marketing ploy, and a quarter of it is interesting, and then the last quarter is headache. So there's the 4 parts. But yeah, you're not wrong. So where the fudge am I getting meta from? I'm just a little confused why that saved, even though it didn't have the meta attached to it. Like, did I add a meta ability to it already? That, like, it detects it? This is getting... Where's set item? Here it is. So, but I didn't send meta. So how did it know to update that specific meta? Oh, is it getting the meta from the item that I'm updating? No, but I'm not even sending it to this endpoint. Set item size. I'm really confused. That should not have worked. Set item size. Yeah. Alright, whatever. I'm gonna add meta. Which is... Item data set. Data set. Meta. Yeah, right. And yeah, I'm checking if it's not empty. So if it'll be empty if it's empty. Okay. All right. Now it should work. It's coming out nicely. I would say look at RPG Maker and not make a game from it, but look at the different code that you insert, and then you can get more ideas about the things to add to your game. Yeah, probably will. This is definitely not the final iteration. I mean, I can get it to a point with the current functionality to where like anybody could build an RPG game on it right now. But like I foresee doing major additions and updates as people start using it too and seeing what they want and what they need. If anybody cares at all or uses it. Because I have to imagine this is a very niche product that not a lot of people are going to give a shit about. At least for the novelty, it's pretty fun. If you're like, hey, I've got a WordPress game site, like I have a game blog. I want to have a game built on my game blog or something like that. I could see it being useful. Okay, let's see if switching this to 100 works. Submit. Okay. It did not send meta though. Why didn't it send meta? This has meta in it now, right? No. It does not have meta in it. Where did my meta go? Meta. If false does not equal stir I pop up in the ID. Oh, maybe. No. Then do this. Oh, shit. What did I do? I didn't even add the meta. I'm an idiot. Meta. There we go. Watch, this is going to be a 100 size now. Okay, good. It didn't update the size. I still don't know how it got to 400. That was something I defined. That's really weird. Go. Shit, I didn't look. Wait, what? Hold on, what the fuck? What the fuck? Where's the meta? Still not there? Go meta. WordPress themselves would probably want to buy it from you if you manage to get it that far. Yeah, maybe. Or, I mean, I can promise you this. Nobody's going to be copying it. I mean, it's going to be open source so people can physically steal the code and make their own game engine off of it if they want, but, I mean, good luck. Especially this code. Good fucking luck. This took years to build, so if you want to fucking either steal the idea or try to build upon it, then it won't be easy. I'll probably be getting a lot of questions. That's for sure. But I encourage people to do what they want with it. Okay. So, obviously, stir I pose is not working. Otherwise, meta would not be empty. Oh, maybe this shouldn't be HTML. This should be attribute. Is that why it's not coming out? Is it just that dumb escape? No, it's still not working. Alright, well, let's see what we're getting then. var dump. Explore item. Oh, wait. No, yeah. ID's correct. Explore item. ID. And then let's see the stir I pose. Yeah, this should work. Unless I'm doing stir I pose wrong. I mean, I guess I could do -1 instead of false, but I'm pretty sure it returns false. What did I break? There's definitely a brokenness. It doesn't like var dumps. That shouldn't break anything, to be honest. Let's just go look at it then. This is all PHP and HTML. You have seen you do any JS? Yeah. It's, well, the backend's all PHP and HTML. But no, everything, all the functionality that's on the front end, the client side, is all vanilla JavaScript and Sass styling. So like all these, I'm registering REST routes to make the database calls. Yeah, so this dev mode JS this is all JavaScript, and then all the explore logic, like just me moving around, is all JavaScript. Like I'm using keyboard inputs, I'm messing around with the DOM, but I'm doing it in accordance with PHP REST routes and functions to save the data to the user's account, so that I'm keeping track of the game so they don't lose their place. So yeah, it's both. In other words. Yeah, you can't do any DOM manipulation without PHP with keyboard inputs. You can do DOM doc, but no need in this case. New edition? No. I need this to be... Wait, what do I call it? I call it a find. Find, here we go. Oh, here we go. So we got that, false. Yeah, false is the correct one. That is going to be false. That is going to be false. Wait, let's just go down to the T's. Here we go. That is false. I'm pretty sure T is in there. Oh, maybe I should just look up T, I guess. Maybe not dash T. I guess that's fine. Oh, wait, do I have this backwards? I do, don't I? Stir I pose. I think I have this backwards. This must be the haystack. And T. I usually get these things backwards because I never memorize the functions. In fact, I'm so confident that's the problem. I'm just gonna not do var dumps anymore. Go! And let there be meta. Yeah, meta. I don't know it, but do you know Laravel? Yeah, I know Laravel. So Laravel's a actual framework for PHP. It's a PHP framework. WordPress is not a framework. Like an example is you would build WordPress in Laravel. You know what I mean? So it's like a higher level PHP framework. I don't need it. I don't use it. You know, being a WordPress programmer, you basically are in the WordPress ecosystem. And when you're defining things, you use very WordPress, PHP-y stuff. But, you know, I don't need to mess around with Blades or Symfony or Laravel or any of that kind of stuff. Not necessary. And I'm not sorry about it. Okay, let's see if this works now. Let's check the network. Make sure the call is including meta. Oh, good, it's airing. Oh, that is not good. It needs to just be empty. Hold on. Oh, I always do that. I forget that when you're doing a string, you don't need to do the extra shit. Right. All right. This is gonna work. 200 by 200. Ready, set, go. It worked. We got the meta, blah blah. So if I refresh the page now, technically, this trigger here, which is working, I can see the indicator symbol on his head. Stay 200. Go. Yes. Let's. Awesome. Exciting. Alright, cool. So then I think this should also... Oh no. This works, but this doesn't work. Alright, let's check out the other triggers. That was very specific for cutscenes. So, the meta is explainer trigger. Perfect. Okay, let's double check that this even exists. Reading signs explainer trigger map item. Guessing that's not the actual class name. So let's check explainer trigger. So the class is literally explainer trigger. That's not going to work for anybody. I actually need to change that class name. I wonder if that's going to screw things up. No, it's not. Yeah, I need the, yeah, we need to add that. Add some class work here, hold on. Let's go to explainers. Explainer, HTML. Yeah, I think I just haven't, like, updated everything here. So yeah, we got the trigger. Class name is wrong, though, so I need the triggy. And then we need to do one of these. We're gonna do that. And then we'll do explainer. Oh, explainer trigger, whatever, map item. Why not? There we go. Now it'll work. See, sometimes you have to make sure you massage the HTML data to what you need it to be. There we go. That works. That works. Oh wait, let's turn this off. God mode. I need God mode and no touch. Technically no touch would be good enough, but good. 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 Nope. Path trigger. Here we go. So path trigger is going to be an interesting one. So we have the data meta. Perfect. It's a trigger with the right ID. But the class name is Sawas and path trigger map item. I mean, let's just see if we can match that, I guess. Oh, let's test that this is resizable, actually. Okay, well, I am getting a size, so that's a good sign. Let's change it to 500. Let's make sure this is working. Yep, I'm getting 200. Alright, let's see here. Will it work? May I ask what you're using to save from straight to WordPress? What IDE is it? Doesn't look like VS Code. No. I'm using PHP Storm. It's kind of the de facto IDE for WordPress programming. Yeah, PHP Storm. You can use VS Code, which is mostly for JavaScript frameworks. I think VS Code is best when you're using it on like Next.js and TypeScript and stuff like that. But I mean, you could use it for anything. Just like I use PHP Storm for all my JavaScript development too. I'm just comfortable with it. I don't need a lot of frilly extras and stuff like that. I'm usually just trying to get shit done. Let's see if this is the same size when I refresh. It is. Nice. So that saved. Grand. Let's see if we can get Salverson path trigger working. So we need to update the class name. It's going to be in the cutscene trigger, obviously. Oh, no. Path trigger. Trigger. Yeah. Oh. Well, on this one I'm using post name trigger map item. Am I doing that here too? That's him. That's him. Okay, so I'm not even... Do I even have a path trigger? I know it's what he does after he walks, but I don't think I have a path trigger. Oh, wait, right here? No, this is the finding thing again. Yeah, I don't even have the path trigger. Okay, that might be another issue with it coming to the front end. So, why are you on my list if you don't exist? Yeah, because I'm checking if you have a value. Let's check his path trigger. I might have screwed it up, that's why. So here's Salverson. Cutscene trigger. Oh, this is the cutscene. Hold on, let's go to the actual character. I really need to color code these things so I know what I'm in, because a lot of them have the same names, which I talked about yesterday. I am not going to rebuild that whole logic, which I definitely could to make it easier. But let's see here. Oh yeah, path trigger. Okay, so this is empty. So I don't like that it's showing up on my list. So let's figure that out. Why are you coming on the list? Because I am doing a trigger check here. And it has to have a value. So let's see. Why are you showing up on my list? So this is probably... Oh no, it's probably the third one up. Path trigger. 0, 0. Oh, is it considering the array? Oh. Salverson. Cutscene. What? No. There's nothing in here. Why are you showing up? Path trigger. Wait, why is the path trigger... I mean, why is this coming up with Salverson? Even though it's empty. Alright. Maybe it's not working in the editor? Yeah, it doesn't have a value. Hold on, let me check the database. This is what, 1603? We'll settle this once and for all. Post ID equals 1603. Select, and the path trigger right here. Let's see what we got. Yeah, no, it is in there. Is it incorrect or something? Oh, this is wrong. See, it shouldn't have this name in it. That's why it's not working. So technically, if I save this right now, it'll clear that out. Yeah, I changed the way these are working. Yep. Alright, so now it shouldn't show up on the list. Go! See, I'm screwing my own shit up. No, it's still coming up. What? Why? Why? 0, 0. It might be considering the array now that I think about it. Yeah. Even though it's empty, I think it's considering the array as it not being empty. So let's do this. If false equals empty, or we'll do this. False or true equals is array. Is array and top 0 is not equal. Well, what if I want 0 to be the top though? We'll do height. 0 is not equal height. Yeah, 'cause I'm never gonna have a 0 height. Alright, let's see if it removes it from the list now. Fuck. What am I doing here wrong? Or. Oh, no, I can't do or. And. Yeah. So this has to be not empty. And if this is an array and 0 does not equal height. Right. What the fuck? Why is it still happening? And it's an array. Wait, false. So it's not empty. It is an array. And 0 does not equal height? Wait, what the fuck does 0 equal then? I mean, what was height equal? Height equal... Oh, it's a string. Idiot. There we go. Whatever, I can int val it, but... There we go. So that'll get rid of anything that doesn't actually exist. Cool, so everything seems like it exists now. Great. And everything it seems to be editable. And we have the post type. Alright, I think this is it. I mean, we'll find out. I'm going to push this to production right now, and we'll see how it looks with all of the stuff I currently have in production, which is not that much. I love having it as a plugin now, because I can just deploy the entire plugin, which is pretty cool. Which is not working. Wait, what? Go back. Push. I must have had that open. And I think this is it. Yeah, here's it. Yeah, I think we're good. Because now I can... I mean, there's a lot of things. Once I get into Thyrus and I start messing around with the extra characters and all that kind of stuff, we'll see what else I'm going to need for dev mode. But I think this will get me pretty far. and I am very curious how much this speeds me up. I have a feeling I'm going to be using the new item adder a lot for just like background items, collectibles, breakables, that kind of stuff. Just little things here and there you can interact with. Because I even have the interacted with image part, so I can put a lot of interacted and shit in there. Obviously, the whole edit feature that I have only is for height and width, which I did on purpose, because when you're first adding a new item and you're doing height and width, you know, it might not look good to you. So I made it so you can go back. Is your punch on mouse up? Yeah. Correct. Yeah, so like right now, if I go here, see if I hold it down, that's actually my charge attack. When I let go, it does like a charge hit. But then, yeah, when you let go, it punches. Also, I have a shift punch for like a heavy punch. These all technically do different things. I just don't have an animation for the charge attack. Yeah. Yeah, in the demo, I mean in the local site, when I had like the sword and everything. I had like a whole charged attack animation and stuff. But I changed the way I do fighting now. I do have to finish weapons, actually. Because right now, I need the ability to equip weapons. I do not have that. Because I rebuilt the way I do attacking and stuff. So that I could use the animation instead of using pictures just flying around the character. Like, I still have the fist here. I don't have it in production anymore. See, like, he just punches. He doesn't have, like, a little fist hanging off him anymore. Hello. Hold this, hold this, hold this. I'm gonna punch her. Whack. Smack, 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 smack. Okay, well, let's see if it deployed. Oh, I forgot to get rid of the var dump. Hold up. My bad, my bad. I don't want to show everybody the secret sauce. That's a really weird melody I wrote a long time ago. Those keys are hard to hit. You. Go. There we go. So it does look like I do have the new list. There we go. Cool. So now we have triggers on here too. Wait, what? Why is his path trigger showing up if he doesn't have it? Uh-oh. Well, that's interesting. This seems to be broken. She has a broken trigger as well. Cutscene trigger is there. That's good. Seems like I need to mess around with path triggers a little bit. You know what? She shouldn't have a path trigger. She has a path, but she shouldn't have a trigger for it. Yeah, that's weird. Huh. Yeah, see, they don't actually have it on the board. Is it because of my var dump? I don't think so. I thought I just fixed that. Oh, you know what? It's probably because I have to resave it now too. I think it has the value in there. You don't think you heard your opinion on if the $9 was worth it earlier? I was talking across the house. Can you repeat, please? Oh, $9? Oh, the $99 for the year. Ah. Yeah, I mean, if you can afford it, it's definitely worth it. Because you get all the updates, you get all the other products too. Like you see, I have this right here, this JetBrains toolbox. So I don't use data grip. It's kind of annoying to me, but if I'm gonna use something, I guess I'm gonna have to use it. But you really have access to all. It's kind of like the Adobe Creative Suite. So you have access to all of these tools. So if you want to work on webs, you know, TypeScript, this is like a TypeScript IDE. WebStorm, it's like their VS Code, or Python, or you know, IntelliJ, the normal one. That's like the default one that they started with, and you know, it's good to have support and updates on the fly, and it has really good AI suggestions that, like, it's not Copilot, it's not like actually Cursor writing the code for you, but it gives you some decent suggestions, and it has definitely sped up my typing time, you know what I mean? I haven't had to look things up as much, and that's just kind of built into it. I think there is like a more like an AI assistant like Copilot that you can pay extra for, but I'm like, fuck that. Plant. Oh yeah, let's turn this on. Salverson. Sign. CEO office area. Yeah, these are all working. CEO office. Graham office. Definitely need to make this list easier to mess with. Cutscene trigger. Yeah, this actually is probably better like that. Could make it bigger too. Okay. I think I'm happy with this. We definitely need to figure out why we're still getting path triggers. That doesn't make any sense since I definitely fixed. Oh no, we just figured that out. I'm sorry. I'll fix that later. I just need to re-update all the meta values that have arrays. But hey, thanks for hanging around, man. Really appreciate your time. I'm gonna call you Jagoka. And yeah, if you have any other questions while I'm not online or not streaming, hit me up in Discord. I think you're on there, right? Go ahead and join if you're not. And yeah, everybody has jumped on today. Indy, Kuzo, Jerry, Jagoka. All right, I'll call you Jerry, I guess. Jagoka's kind of fun to say. But yeah, have a good night. I'll catch y'all probably Monday. We'll see how the weekend goes, how crazy it goes. You know, I might not wake up. Just kidding. I have work and kids go to school. But all I can say is don't forget about today's sponsor, FlexKeys.shop. Get yours today at orbemortar.com/shop products wellness FlexKeys, or just FlexKeys.shop. They come in a million colors, so anybody who's into red and black, I got you, dude, right there. Yeah, check up all the other stuff. This is also brought to you by the Hammonian Chronicles. Manscape. Brought to you by Manscape. Definitely pick up your copies of the Hammonian Chronicles. Orbem and Miropelia are out now. Other two books are coming out soon. They're coming out eventually. And yeah, if you want to get a better understanding of the story of the video game that I've been building, and you know, kind of the basis of what Orbem Mortar is in general, these are the tomes. These are where you're going to figure out all that information. And don't forget to have an amazing weekend. Appreciate you. And let's maybe do a little bit of a raid. It has been quite a while since we have raided anybody, so I think it's about time to do that. Who do we got? Who's on tonight? Nobody good. We are not raiding. All right. Have a good night, everybody. Catch you in the next one. Stay WordPressy or whatever. It's my new catchphrase.